The eye candy are in, and they've got lots of talking points. But let's start with tomorrow's papers, and let's kick off with the Daily Mail. And they're leading with 12 million to share Jubilee lunch with the Queen. A joyous week begins, and organisers predict a record turnout to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee. Next up, the Daily Telegraph. UK opens its doors to the world's top graduates. Visas for students leaving universities such as Harvard and Yale in a post-Brexit scheme. Texas police face inquiry as Biden pays respects. And Jubilee killjoys warn against unauthorised street parties. Next up, let's go to The Guardian. Home Office report decries 30 years of racist laws and expose in relation to policies, including those linked to the Windrush scandal. Also, a genius on a racehorse. Sporting great Lester Piggott dies aged 86. And families say Paris had echoes of Hillsborough. We'll talk about that story. An awful treatment of Liverpool fans at the Champions League final last night in France's capital. The FT global inflation fight spurs widest push to raise rates in 2 decades. The Times, US investigation to learn lessons from the Texas school shooting. Millions warned of power cuts. Ministers delay closure of coal-fired generators over fear of gas shortages caused by the war in Ukraine. Also, images of the Queen on Stonehenge. Far out, man. Daily Express next. Lester the legend dies at 86. A legend to everyone except, of course, the tax man. Crying shame, how could French police tear gas Liverpool fan aged 9? Also, calls to fine patients who miss GP visits. Millions of wasted GP appointments have sparked calls for patients to be fined if they fail to show up. Sounds like a good option in my view. The Metro next, seeing red at French farce. Liverpool and the Culture Secretary call for a probe after fans are tear-gassed at the Champions League final. Truly traumatic for those Liverpool fans. And finally, the Daily Star. So long, fellow. Piggott gallops home. Dettori, Leicester 86 was the greatest of all time. And those are your front pages.